The little island named the Pearl of the Indian Ocean is considered as one of the single important sources for the gemstones. The most notable ones are the blue sapphire, pink sapphire or ruby, and yellow sapphire, alexandrite and cat's eye, chrysoberyl, almandine, and hesodite garnet, among others. These gems are found in the alluvial deposits, meaning material deposited by rivers and composed of silt, sand, clay, and gravel and other organic material, and found mainly in the Ratnapura district in Sri Lanka. In Ratnapura, Elehara, and Balangoda districts, among the green rice fields, as we call paddy fields, are enclosed small pit mining operations, sometimes covered with V-shaped roofs for protection from the sun and the rain. Alluvial deposits yield very fertile soils, as found in the deltas of the Mississippi, Nile, Ganges, and Brahmaputra, and the Yellow River in Huang, other than in Sri Lanka. Coming back to the largest natural star sapphire cluster found in the Ratnapura Kahavatta area, was discovered 8 months ago, according to the chairman of the National Gem and Jewellery Authority, Mr. Tilak Veerasinghe. It was kept a hidden secret from the media due to the high value of the gem. It has been reported that this cluster is around US $100 million value. However, it will take over a year to clean the mud and remove the impurities. This is considered as the world's largest natural corundum blue sapphire found in Kahavatta in Ratnapura district of Sri Lanka. The stone was found by workmen while digging a well in the backyard of a house in Kahavatta in the Ratnapura district and Sabargama province in southern Sri Lanka. This town is in the central mountains of Sri Lanka at an elevation of 710 meters. The town and its surrounding area is recognized for its large tea plantations and the gem industry. The cluster weighed around 510 kilograms or 2.5 million carats and has been named the Serendipity Sapphire. It has taken over a year to clean the cluster, and a few stones fell out of the cluster while cleaning, and they were found to be high-quality star sapphires. Sri Lanka is the leading exporter of sapphires and other precious stones mentioned. Last year, the country earned around $500,000 through the exports of gems, cut diamonds, and jewelry. I have never seen such a large specimen before. This was probably formed around 400 million years ago, said Dr. Gamini Suiza, a renowned gemologist, told the BBC. It was found at a time when the country has lost foreign exchange because of the pandemic-induced lockdowns.
Good example, evidence for the formation of sapphires within Sri Lanka. Obviously, this was formed during the Precambrian time, which is 450 to 500 million years ago. Now, why is unique? Because the weight of this specimen is over 500 kilograms.
Chairman of the National Gem and Jewellery Authority of Sri Lanka, Mr. Tilak Veerasinghe, said that given the size and its value, it will interest private collectors or museums. Blue sapphires appear opaque under normal circumstances, but when placed under a light, it exhibits a six-pointed star. Can this star sapphire, valued at $100 million US, be able to take off portion of the burden of the debt trap Sri Lanka is facing today? That is a question.
This is the first sapphire cluster that goes into the Guinness World Records in the whole world. That's what I heard. So this is a very special occasion, and we are glad that this was found in Sri Lanka, and I'm proud to be the minister in charge of these industries. And also, we hope to find more of these in Sri Lanka, because at this moment, I think we are facing a big dollar crisis in this country, within this industry, we can contribute a lot to these government's problems, and maybe one day we can bridge the budget deficit with this industry itself.
Ajit Nimad Cabral, Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, explains to the CNBC International TV how it's planning to repay the 6.9 billion in foreign debt due this year.
What is the extent of the problem Sri Lanka faces, and bring us up to speed with a total foreign debt outstanding this year, because I've seen a figure of 6.9 billion US. Is that correct?
Yes, Sri, that's correct. Out of the 6.9 billion, most of these loans are Sri Lankan based loans, which we have already negotiated for rollover, as well as certain multilateral debts, which are also being funded with new receipts that are coming in. So we don't really see too much of a risk there. The only area that we do see some kind of a risk as well as concern is the international sovereign bonds, out of which we need to pay $1.5 billion back this year. And we have already paid back $500 million, and we have $1 more billion to be paid. Now, the overall situation is like this. We have approximately a further $12.5 billion of debt in ISPs to be repaid over the next 7 years. And in that context, we have already made arrangements to pay back the next loan, and we are funding that with alternative sources. And our strategy has been, since it is difficult to go to the markets at this stage, we have found alternative sources of new financing, which has assisted us to repay the debt of the ISPs, which means that in the last 2.5 years, we have reduced our ISP exposure by 17%. And by July year, we would reduce it to 23%.
Presently, the tourist influx in the country and the foreign exchange from the selling of this precious star sapphire, among other items, dollar fixed deposits in the special dollar accounts created for expatriates by the central bank, will ease the situation, and it is hopeful, with the blessings of the gods and the triple gem, the country regains its position in the planet as #1 destination and provide good living conditions without deprivation of any commodities for the average person again. Hope this video presentation will ease your minds for a great future. Stay safe and goodbye for now.